I can honestly say that I have never spoken a word to some of the people in this room. So here goes. Hello.
Hi.
It's nice to finally meet you after all this time. What I know from the people I speak to on a regular basis and from the information I've gathered, there are athletes, scholars, musicians, hard workers, and good friends in the crowd. So whose fault is it that we've never spoken? I can also honestly say that I never spoke a word to Will Whalen before he graduated. That was partly because he was intimidating, and partly because I didn't really see him speak a word to anybody else either. That's no excuse. Why do I not know all the names of the international students? Why do I question whose birthday it is when Mr. Smith announces a name I've never heard? In a community our size, at least I can say that I recognize faces, if not names. If you don't know me, I'm sorry, but also be warned that I tend to write, think, and speak in a stream of consciousness, so if you get confused anywhere in the middle, just try and pick up at the next story. Through my high school experiences, I've come upon a pretty significant self-discovery that I'd like to share with all of you. Being an active part of a community does not always require that you know the life and backstory of every person around you, but I do my best to prepare myself for the times Mr. Kennedy whispers, "Who's that?" and points at the guy behind me. This is one of the many skills you build at Lumiere. My brother Hans gave me some advice when he was in his last year at LaLu and I was about to be a freshman. He told me, "The best thing you can do at a school this size is to not get involved in the gossip and drama. Stay on the outside and you'll be fine." My response? Are you kidding? I'm gonna be in the middle of it. I think at this point I've fulfilled that promise. You ask anyone to describe Joe Guentert, and I guarantee someone says drama queen. Mr. Tolman knows. Mrs. Lingle really knows. I can sell just about anything, and I've perfected the skill of making a big deal over a small matter. I still have nightmares about the talent show at St. Mary's Fine Arts Camp, summer of 2007. I had decided to do a ballet number, although I had not studied dance in 2 or 3 years. I went out on the stage, busted a few moves, and didn't quite manage to stick the landing on a spin or two. I even got shown up by a girl in pointe shoes. Many a good study hour has been wasted analyzing my actions and the way in which people perceive me. Looking beyond yourself and realizing that almost every person in the room is doing the exact same thing is a valuable skill. Some people wonder if their hair looks okay. Some people wonder if their crush is looking at them. While here, I've worked extensively on refocusing these thoughts to more important ones. Did I finish the chem homework? Do I have time to finish the chem homework before class? Am I hungry? Coming in as a freshman, your popularity and status, and who likes who, and how you look, and what you say, and what you wear, and what you do, are all of vital importance. And they should be. This is a new environment with new people and new experiences. It's a fresh start. Depending on the sort of people you surround yourself with, you'll generally hear that you should focus on your schoolwork over anything else. This is very true. My freshman year, I remember asking my dorm parent which boy I should choose. The next day I received a note on my desk titled "List of Boys Joe Should Date." Upon further examination, it read, Algebra 2, Bib Lit, Western Civilizations, Spanish 2, English 9, and Art Foundations. The list is still tacked up at home. The work you put in ultimately determines the abundance or lack of options you have moving forward, but the way you act towards people and the way you carry yourself really leave an impression. Leave your legacy. This motto is a unique addition to our school that we have the pleasure of hearing often. Take advantage of this opportunity. Some of us fail to realize the incredible potential within ourselves to do great things, especially given our circumstances in this environment. There's a quote that I taped to the wall in my room after my first year playing on the girls' soccer team. Many of you may have heard it, from Marianne Williamson. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? Leave the legacy you dream about. It doesn't necessarily have to be a physical manifestation of your accomplishments, although it could be. Leave a legacy of kindness, of respect for others, of hard work leading to success. This is another way, and this is another one of many skills you build at Lumiere. I'd like to go back to the comment I made at the beginning about the epiphany. It's important to have a good reputation in order to foster healthy relationships with the people around you. But at the end of the day, the importance lies not in what those around you say about you or think about you. Knowing the person I am, I sometimes realize that I waste time judging people by their shot in basketball. I have no right. I'm terrible at basketball. Or their clothing, or their grades. Knowing the person you are, try to think if you do the same. Now think about your satisfaction with yourself. Are you happy? Do you wish to change? The reason that self-confidence comes in handy as we grow is because the only person we are 100% guaranteed to have besides us our whole life is ourselves. It's a natural part of being a teenager. We have the need to feel approved by those around us. It's knowing that we fit in. The realization I came to was that I spent more time thinking about myself than others, and I wanted to change this. There's a happy medium when it comes to this philosophy, however, because one needs to first be content with their own self before they can support others. It's a growing process. There will be times when you help someone in haste to the detriment of yourself. I've experienced this on many occasions, as I'm sure some of you have as well. There's a lot more I could say about selfishness versus selflessness, but I'll leave you with a few wise words that have helped me out from time to time. Be sure to be aware of those around you, as every individual has their own skills, troubles, family, loves, and interests. The Dalai Lama tells us, "It is under the greatest adversity that there exists the greatest potential for doing good, both for oneself and others." I've only got 4 months left, and I still have to meet all of you. Thank you.